Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I don't want too much of nothing. I just really wanted to come and run my mouth for a quick second. Now, let me tell y'all something. I actually just made a video. I just lied, kinda. I made a video, but I'm not going to post it. It was about Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm going to save it until Sunday, because I have a lot of things that I want to say. Baby, I done already started writing down a little bit of notes. It is what it is. Like, it is what it is. I have so many thoughts about this group of women. I don't know. I will say this much, and then I'm going to move on to Pleasure P and his son. I don't know if this is a joke. I don't know if this is a joke. Like a small part of me feels like this is a joke. Like these ladies have gotten together and said, okay, Candace, we're going to give it to you at the reunion. And Candace was like, okay. And then another part of me is like, no. And then the other part of me is like, maybe Candace is in on it. Maybe all of these women really have gotten together and said, okay, girl, this is what we're going to do. Because we know they set up scenes. Right? We know they set up scenes. Remember how Nene and Nene and Cynthia got into it because they had already said that Nene called Peter a bitch. They had already set that scene up, and then Cynthia got mad because she didn't respond the way that a lot of people thought that she should have responded. And so she got mad at Nene even though she was in on it. So we know that these women set up these scenes. So again, a part of me really felt like, when I was watching that 7-minute clip on All True Tea, like these heifers are really in on the joke. Like they're in on it and we're not. Because there's no way, baby, I keep trying to make this like, and I know that everybody handles situations differently, but there is no way that I could have been Candace sitting on that stage. Y'all ain't never seen Angela Bassett set some shit on fire until you saw how Rodney would have set that stage ablaze. Do you hear me? It ain't no way Robin, Giselle, Wendy, Mia, and Karen would have been trying to come for me the way that they was coming for Candace. The way I would have been getting every single one of them together. And even in the moments where Candace actually was speaking truth, they tried to switch the conversation. Let's go back. Don't wipe your hands now, Miss Jizzy. Like you done. Yeah, you're done because I just pulled your card. Right? We done. We're going to talk about this on Sunday. Karen, I got something for you. Mia, I really ain't got nothing to say to Mia because Mia, girl, this your first season. So I know, girl, you study. Girl, you study. You watched the seasons prior. You knew who the easiest one to attack would be, and it was Candace. Girl, gone. Wendy, Miss Thing, you barely hanging on by a thread. I got my good eye on you, Miss Wendy Osetho, whatever your last name is, girl. I got my good eye on you. Giselle, you getting it. Candace, you getting it too. Because, bitch, I know your ass ain't that goddamn dumb, tied through and delayed to be sitting here letting these bitches gang up on you like that. And then, girl, you turn around and, girl, you all in LA with Ashley and Giselle. That's why part of me feels like this is just kind of like a joke. Like, this is really like a produced reality TV show. Because it's too, y'all doing too much, and then the aftermath is just like, oh girl, let's go to LA and hang out. Girl, what? Ashley got some nerve. Robin, I'm really gonna tap that ass on Sunday. Because you got some nerve, girl. Miss Thing, you really got some nerve. All y'all really got some nerve. Okay? But the only one I really ain't got nothing to say to is a scholar. But everybody else, It's going down on Sunday night. I'm going to try to have that reunion up as fast as possible. Girl. My goal is to try to watch it when it comes on live. When it comes on at 7, and then rewatch it and take my notes, and then boom, do the reunion. Then boom, do the review and upload it and be done. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about Pleasure P. Girl, this is sad, y'all. Y'all know Pleasure P from Pretty Ricky? First of all, I did not know he had a 17-year-old son. But I be forgetting that we probably all around the same age. And a lot of y'all really don't keep been fucking since since y'all was 12 and 13. I didn't start sleeping with people until I was 25. So now I caught up. Now I caught up to some of y'all heifers. But I wasn't hoeing in middle school and high school. That was y'all. All right, so anyways, let me go ahead. Girl, I forgot to take the screenshots. Let me take the screenshots, and then we will be back, okay? All right, so this is according to the Jasmine brand. So Pleasure P's 17-year-old son accused of murdering 24-year-old man on South Florida highway. All right. So Pleasure P's son has found himself, and for y'all, I don't know if I said this or not, but for y'all who don't know Pleasure P, he is in the group Pretty Ricky. I don't know if he's still in the group. Is he on tour with them? I don't know. But I do know that he was like the lead singer. He has to be on, because I think they were on the Millennium Tour. But he was also on Love and Hip Hop Miami. I think he was dating Shay once upon a time. So anyways, according to recent reports, Pleasure P's 17-year-old son, Marcus Cooper Jr., has been named a prime suspect in a murder dating back to early last month. Specifically, the Pretty Ricky singer's son is accused of murdering Tyrone Arthus, 24, in Broward County, Florida. I think that's Fort Lauderdale. Authorities claim both Marcus Cooper Jr. and I think it's Tryon Arthus were in the same car in the early hours of October the 8th. That was my birthday. However, at one point, Marcus Cooper Jr. allegedly ordered the victim out of the vehicle before shooting him. Girl, y'all got too many typos, Jasmine. Is it Tryon or Tyrone? See? 1 minute y'all got Tryon, the next minute y'all got Tyron. Girl, let me just go to another. Girl, I almost was about to say something shady. Let me just go to Google. This is why sometimes you have to go look at other stuff from other sources, because the girls be so quick. Let's see. Okay, so it's Ty. It says Tyrone. So Tyron. That's what I saw. Okay. Let me go back. Girl. Let me be a woman. Woman. All right. So allegedly ordered the victim out of the vehicle before shooting him dead. Tyrone Arthus was then left for dead on I-595. Officers are currently looking for Marcus and asking for the public's help in tracking him down, as there's an active warrant for his arrest. Broward County Sheriff Gregory Toney spoke on the matter by commenting, "I don't care where he's at, whether it be in South Florida or Maine. He committed a crime in Broward County." Is it Broward County or Broward County? And we're going to bring him back here. We encourage you to turn yourself in. Make no mistakes. I made no mistakes. And Monique knows that. That's for the girls who actually was watching prior seasons. Anyways, we're going to bring him back here. We encourage you to turn yourself in, but make no mistake, we're going to wait. We're not going to wait for you to come in. Leaving someone to die on the road is an atrocity we can't accept. He went on to add, Cooper should be considered. Oh, I skipped that part. Sorry. Okay. The victim's mother, Marie Arthurs, also remarked, for them to take my son's life and gun him down, they left him like a dog on the side of the road. That wasn't fair. I just want peace. I just want justice for my son. He was not a bad person. He was not a bad kid. For them to take my son's life and gun him down and left him like a dog on the side of the road, that wasn't fair. You know, sometimes, let me watch how I say this. Sometimes y'all kids be into shit that y'all just don't know y'all kids into. I'm not saying that this boy that died, the 24-year-old boy that died, that he was some hoodlum and thug and all. That's not what I'm saying. But I just think that sometimes parents don't know. Like, your parent didn't know everything you was up to. Hell, my parents didn't know everything. My mom and them didn't know everything that I was up to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wasn't up to no gang shit or like rolling with the wrong people, the wrong crowd. But I think that sometimes, and then I think that especially for like some parents, like y'all refuse to see your children for who they really are. All right. So anyways, let's go on with this. Pleasure P recently addressed the matter on an Instagram live saying, now I did see him saying this, why would a 17-year-old be around a 24-year-old? And no disrespect to that family, we're going to get to the bottom of this. I just want to make sure mine is innocent. He is 17. Why would he shoot a 24-year-old? Let's talk about this, bro, and let's get all the facts. Something is missing. Let me say this. Why would a 17-year-old be hanging around a 24-year-old? That's a valid question. But I think that we have to try to come back down to reality and act like if you are hanging, because I'm going to say this much. I ain't going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'll say this much. I'll say this much. If I heard of a 17-year-old hanging out with a 24-year-old, I would be wondering, girl, why are you hanging out with a child? You're a 24-year-old or 24-year-old grown man. Like, in real life, you have 24-year-olds who have graduated from college and are working corporate jobs. Like, why are you hanging out with somebody who's probably still in high school? Like, what do y'all have in common, right? So, I know that this boy probably wasn't, the corporate type of girl, but that wasn't funny. But, the one who, lost his life, I'm not going to say I'm sure, but, I don't know what he was involved in. I don't know what Pleasure P's son was involved in, but it's not uncommon for people who, especially when you're not running with the correct circles, to just be hanging out with people who may be older than you. Like, you see niggas on the block all the time, all different ages hanging out with each other because they probably all into the same shit. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? Anyways, where is the son at? Is the son hiding? Pleasure P, are you hiding your son? Do you have him hidden did you send him to Mexico? I don't know. Because it's weird that he hasn't turned himself in. It's a lot more factors that was left. Another lawyer, he just said he hired another lawyer, the best in the business, so y'all better pray up because y'all niggas ain't gonna do mine like that. I'm gonna go out to the end about mine, bro. To the end. I don't give a fuck. That's my son. That's my blood. We're going to the end. That's it for me. That is it for me. Pleasure P is checking out about his kid. I'm checking the fuck out. Y'all want to report my son, bro? My 17-year-old kid? Ain't nobody did that. I swear to God, on God, it's on bro. I mean, this is what I'll say. We already know the system is definitely flawed, right? With that being said, I don't think that he's making the situation any better by not turning himself in. Maybe they are probably trying to make sure that they have the best lawyers. I mean, I don't know, like, Pleasure P, do you know where your son is at? Because you just said you hired the best lawyers. You just got lawyers sitting around waiting for your son to reappear. Like, where is this son at? Where is the son at? I don't know, y'all. I guess we'll have to. I'll keep y'all posted on what information I find out. But right now, you know, I haven't read anything about the son turning himself in or where the son could possibly be. You know, you hiring all these lawyers, but are the lawyers in contact with the son? I just think I'm gonna say this: Pleasure P, say your ass off of social media. Say your ass off of social media. Because I feel like you probably are making the situation, you're probably making the situation worse, right? Because at some point, if I was the people looking for your son, I would be like, well, what you know? Because you hiring lawyers. Are the lawyers in contact with your son? Where is your son? It's sad because, you know, I don't like to put a lot of blame on parents. I'm not a parent. But I will say this much, because this is the truth. And I'll say this much for all of y'all who are parents. You really, some of y'all really do the best job that you can do. And I think that I have to remember that even with your parents or guardians trying to make sure that you walk a straight line, sometimes you choose to go left, right? And sometimes parents think they're doing, or they think they have a hold onto their children so their children won't go down into a certain lifestyle, right? But sometimes it's too late, because the truth is we probably hang around people, our classmates, more than we hang around our parents once we get to a certain age. Like, when you think about it, like high school, and then if you're a working parent, you know, if you're a single parent, you probably only see your kids, on the weekends, on your off days? Because if your child is going to school from 7 to 3, and then, like, if they have football practice until, like, 5, right? Depending on your schedule, depending on where you work at, if you work a 9 to 5, if you don't work a 9 to 5 especially, your schedule probably can be all over the place, so you probably rarely even see your children. So I get it. You know, I don't like to, like, sometimes I do think about the things that I say, and sometimes it does make it seem as I'm just coming down, like, on mamas and daddies and, you know, guardians, like, y'all just ain't shit, y'all letting these children go to the left. But I do have to admit that sometimes you do try and do the best job that you can do. And just like a lot of us, girl, once we get to a certain age, honey, because my grandmother will tell you, baby, when I turned 18, baby, I thought I was grown. But I was walking in the house, 1 o'clock in the morning on school nights. Hello? Girl, I thought I was grown, girl. And it wasn't nothing nobody could tell me. But, yeah, sometimes parents and guardians, they just try to do the best that they can do. And sometimes, you know, things just don't go the way that they think they're going to go. But I don't think that Pleasure P is making the situation any better by getting his black ass online. You know, because it's low-key like I said, girl, you're talking about your son, and, you know, you're hiring the best of the best. But are your lawyers just sitting there? Are they in contact with your son? Girl, where is your son at? Because I really don't think that he's making the situation any better by not just going to the cops and trying to clear his name, especially if he didn't do it. Now, are you running because Jen Shaw, I don't think I know no Real Housewives of talking, but Jen Shaw, honey, baby, them white people, baby, hit them corners, baby. Miss Thing called Ghost. Girl, bitch was gone because she knows she up to no good. I don't know why I want to throw Jen Shaw into this conversation. Anyways, all right, y'all, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.